seasons have been part of the equation. That just intensified the resolve to bring home the apples. Welcome to the Palouse, Pullman, Washington Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Washington State's offense will be first on the attack. Washington, as it so often has over the years, dominated the last time they saw the Cougs.
That was a statement win for Washington. We now play in the Big Ten. Washington State, you do not. And they wanted to put everybody on notice. They blew out the Cougars.
And that's just not fun if you're a Washington State fan. You've seen Washington win this over and over again. They go to a bigger and better conference. You're left behind. You at least want to get the apple. Last year you didn't. This year you got to bite at the apple.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Fires one high and deep. Brings it down on the right side. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And that is what every single defense wants, man. They got to get those negative plays so you can put them in predictable situations. They gave up some yardage, but that's okay. Getting the sack, now forcing the 3rd and long. Gear up the pass rushers, bring in some extra DBs, and try to go get them again.
He'll keep it himself. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Washington's offense will go to work for the first time today. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Going for the big play. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Gives it on the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Back to throw, it's McMillan. He tries to take the top off. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Washington!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover 1, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The sure hands, it's Woods. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Washington State will have to boot it away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is absolutely fantastic, and I'm so happy that with conference realignment, they were able to keep this game on the schedule because it is always fun to watch.
It is fun, and it's for the Apple Cup, and here's the cool thing. These teams, they're not in the same conference anymore. They used to be for years.
Touchdown, Washington! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off play action on 1st down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. Back to throw, it's McMillan. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
1st and goal, Washington.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the 1st, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to barge their way in. Touchdown, Huskies! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Hold and fire complete. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They bring the punter onto the field now. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Hey, good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Caught in the backfield, it's Woods. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about.
Hold on.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. From the gun, running back gets to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his tight end. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, not much the defense could do there. The defensive end crashed down thinking the running back had it, but nice job of the ball handling there by the QB.
Just trying to avoid negative plays, continue to put stress on the defense. That's what he does. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a receiver that is so good at running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had it.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Duggar. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Floating away. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Washington State sends out the punt unit. Now on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping these big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill, and I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't get the speed going, and as a result, he's going backwards. That's a big TFL for the defense.
And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Wazoo! The defense putting points on the board. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On the move from inside his 5. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Duggar. Got it in the middle. It's Jolly. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to fire deep. Catch inside the 25. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. The throw. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd and goal for the offense. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. Powers forward. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. They'll run it. Gets it past the marker. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Huskies and Cougars. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. I'm less of a citrus guy, fellas, more of a Honeycrisp fan. We'll see which team comes out on top in the Apple Cup.
Washington State ready to boot it away to start the 3rd quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Here we go. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll try the run. He's in open space downfield. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Washington. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
To the air, it's Duggar. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Holding. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Secures it at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the right. Got his man. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. On the option. He'll pitch it. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Pressure coming. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Lining up to convert 3rd down. Dropping back, it's McMillan. Caught over the middle, it's Harris. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Didn't get enough to move the sticks, but enough to leave them with the decision.
And the defense did a great job understanding the sticks, rallying to the football, getting them on the ground. And you're right, Reese. 4th and short, that means decision time. Or for us, green light. Go for it.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. The give on the option. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. Offense now working in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Husky. And they take it in for 6 more points. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UTEP is down right now inside the Sun Bowl, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born today in El Paso. They're trailing by 10 to Texas State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. 1st down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. The inside handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He leaves it with his back. Inside the 35. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield, it's McMillan. He's got it down the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Washington will snap it in the red zone. The run to the right. Fights off a defender. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth-quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Washington! Great job by the back on the option. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. This Husky defense, David, it's like they've got Vita Vea and Steve Emptman up front, Joe Tryon as a backer, and Marcus Peters in the secondary. There's purple everywhere.
You're right, from front to back. Guys up front on the defensive line eating them up, doing a great job in the secondary and linebacker. Complete performance from this UW defense.
Washington State will have to boot it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. It picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Line getting... Second down. Hand off from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Huskies line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husky. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting.
Just keeps moving. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Number 14, on to punt it away.
Punt is in the air. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. On the option. He'll toss it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. He uncorks one deep. Got it in stride at the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Huskies.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. At the 45 on his way. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the 2nd half. It's 1st and 10. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Booth. Breaks into the open. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. right now. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to Cases. 3rd and goal. Caught behind the line. It's Brown. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Huskies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. The Huskies had that dog in them in this